Okay. So this part, the first part, which is the summary, is the first thing people will look at. If you
Right.
want to improve this, my suggestion is take the entire set of bullet points. As I always keep telling you, women, to use technology effectively. Take the entire stretch of the pointers, put it into Chat GPT. Okay. Say, please make a good resume summary out of this and make it keyword rich. Never forget the keywords. Take this entire set of points, put it to ChatGPT, give this prompt, make the entire summary. You know what it will do effectively for you? It will make it slightly smaller. So you will have like one paragraph of summary and that should be enough, but it will put in all the keywords within that paragraph. You can also ask ChatGPT to highlight the keywords for you, which is even better. And then when you put this within your profile, just make the keywords in bold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who can tell me why we want to make the keywords in bold? Come on, easy answer.
It
Why do we
it
do this?
uh, it catches the attention of the recruiter.
Sorry,
It catches it. I mean, they can see it readily. Then going through all of the pointers, seeing the
okay.
bold ones, the keywords, they will know what it is exactly. Oh, that
They
is what
will
they will
know
be looking
means,
for.
they will know means who will know?
I mean, the recruiter or the HR, whoever is seeing the resume.
The ATS.
ATS.
No,
Okay.
madam, no. Just the ATS. Okay. The recruiters are second in line now. The first
Okay,
is
but
the
why?
system which is going through your resumes.
But why should it be bold if the system is going through it? It can be. It will just search for the keywords.
I'll tell you what happens with machines. Okay. Because again, I don't know how much of AI you guys end up using, as of now. But if you look at AI, what is the basis of AI? Can anyone tell me? What is essentially AI means what? Artificial intelligence. Am I right? What what is
Yes.
the difference between artificial intelligence and more natural human intelligence? Anyone can tell me that?
It works on historical data, which we are
Correct.
feeding.
Correct.
Human
Absolutely.
can interpret then and there.
Yes. Yes. The machines are tuned to look at your resumes first, skim them. Skimming means just taking a quick look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's skimming. When the system is going through the skimming process, the keywords can be picked easily if they are in bold because it grabs attention, no? The idea is what? It is to grab attention. There is no need to do that. But if you do it on the safer side, most of the keywords are grabbed by the system. And the more the keywords are grabbed, they match it with the role that you are applying it for. And then if a match has happened, essentially your CV gets or your resume gets shortlisted. That's the process of doing this. Someone's hand went up. I don't know. Archana, I think is
I
your
think,
hand?
yeah, I have to
Yes.
lower it actually.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have
Okay.
to lower it actually.
Okay, no problem. Yes. So now, Archana, I think you have opened something else here, right?
Yeah, actually, when you were saying, right, put this in Chat GPT, this is that example.
Okay. Okay.
After I gave a job description to Chat GPT and uploaded my PDF, what I was showing earlier.
Okay. Okay.
And I told, I gave command prompt like, please make a CV as per this job description for which is ATS compliant. And it
Okay.
gave me this version actually. But
Please.
that time I did not know why it is in bold. I got to know now actually.
Yes. Yes. So
In
there's
fact,
one
I
difference.
removed bold from all the certifications and all. I felt it is too much bold on the CV. So I
Correct.
removed it actually.
Correct. Correct. So you have to know where to bold the keywords also. Okay. In the summary, it is fine to do that because these are some keywords which can be taken and can be accommodated by the system. So in a summary, it is fine to do it. Second place you can actually do it is the work experience part which you have. So if you have specified the experience, right, which is like, see here, you have done this, no? See,
Yeah.
vendor risk management, optimize vendor risk process, then 30 plus transition solutions, 50% success rate, ITIL governance frameworks, client SLAs, service delivery manager. So now this is purely in your work experience section, right? Even so,
Yeah.
I feel this part, because this is a smaller version of your CV, which is a resume, which is perfectly okay. Still, if you can re-optimize the entire profile once with certain changes, not just in terms of the relevant keywords, but trying to make it more crisp. So always tell ChatGPT, make a crisper version of the resume. Or you can say just shorten it slightly. The more crisper it is, the more targeted it becomes for all of you. This is a better version, by the way. Archana, if you're listening, this is a better version of
Yeah.
your resume.
Thank
Much, much better version. You can maybe work on the formatting a little. I feel the formatting and the structure of how the resume should look. If, of course, there are
Okay.
a lot of these templates which are available even in Word, if you want to use that. But if you prefer slightly different templates, there are a lot of tools which actually allow you to create your resumes in probably 5-6 minutes online. Very well, they will do it. Proper formats, proper structure. A lot of free tools are available. If nothing else works, go to Canva and do it. Canva has beautiful resume templates which you can use. Try it once. Go to Canva, just type in resumes, see how many formats it gives. Don't
Okay.
stylize your resumes. Okay? Resumes are good when they are very specific and basic. Do not include your photos. It is not necessary to do that. Do not include any information which is not relevant to what your resume actually aims for. Some people add their interests, hobbies, etc., etc. Not required. This could work in a CV. It does not work on a resume. Number 3, if you're building a resume, make sure that the format is such that the summary has the most relevant keywords, the work experience has the most relevant keywords, all the skills that you have are aligned to the roles that you are targeting. Is this point understood by everybody now? So far, whatever I have told? Everyone is
Yes.
either taking notes or
Yeah.
they have slept off. Okay, yeah, thank you. So Geeta is laughing, which is nice. This is, I hope that this isn't becoming something that you don't understand, because this is very simple to understand. There are only 3 things to do for all of you. If you have a copy of your resume / CV, whatever you might have, take the PDF or take the Word document as it is, put it into ChatGPT, tell ChatGPT, this is the role I am targeting. My target role is this, this, this. Experience is this, this, this. I want a resume which is tailored to this role. Make changes accordingly. Just give that prompt. You will get the entire resume for you. Now, the next thing is put that resume in proper format. Use a format which is very basic, but which is a very structured format for all the information. So contact details and name first, then professional summary, then work experience, or skills and work experience. Either one of the format works for you. And then close it off. So the ideal resume is only 2 pages. 1 page or 2 pages at best. As I said, CV can be longer. Archana herself was saying that her CV is quite large, isn't it, Archana? How many pages you said?
Yes. Like 1 year, 2 years back, it was 6 pages, six
Okay,
to eight actually. I don't remember
6 to 8
exactly, but it
pages.
was bigger than 6 pages.
Absolutely. You need the CV to be bigger because you can add details which are normally not there in your resume. So let your CV be bigger. That is perfectly fine. Archana, for you, I'll tell you one
Mhm.
more thing which you can do, just as pointers, and I think everyone can start paying attention to these things.
Mhm.
Avoid using a lot of italics in your resume.
A
Keep it
lot of.
normal. Italics.
Or italics,
Yes.
the font style.
Yeah, the slanting font.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
That is known as
italics, I guess.
italics. Okay.
Okay, italics.
Stop using a lot of that.
Okay.
So if the titles are bold, in which case you have said professional experience, then
Mhm.
Wipro, transition, solution architect, service delivery manager. That part can be bold, perfectly okay. The timeline can be normal, not italics, not bold. Then the work experience part where you have actually put out some bullet points. The bullet points are fine for me. Again, can you make changes to it? Yes, of course you can. If you feel it has to be crisper, few things can be added to it. It's relevant to what you are applying for. Please make sure that those changes are done.
Right, yeah.
It has to be very focused towards what role you are applying for. I'm again repeating myself. If you're applying for a specific role, keep it focused towards that role and get rid of everything else.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Now, how do you tailor your resume is also something we have to probably pay attention to, because you're building your profiles, you're building your resumes. Let's understand that. So, Archana, are you there? Of course, you're there. I know you're there on LinkedIn, right? So you can
Yeah.
actually open your LinkedIn as well, just on a specific tab and share it. Now, generally, because we are applying for jobs, or let's say we go through the process of looking for jobs on LinkedIn, I'll tell you how this matching can happen. What sort of process can be followed to make sure that we are applying for the right jobs, we have the matching keywords in it, and where the adjustments can be made. So as Archana is sharing that tab, we'll just wait for her to do it. Now, I hope that by the time this is all happening, you all are understanding what is going on today. You all have a fair idea of where this is going, because if you make a good resume, or even if you have multiple copies of it, it will really help. Whenever you have one specific role, you can just push that resume along. If you have a different role that you're targeting, you have another copy for it, use that. It doesn't hurt you to keep different formats. But the basic idea should be, the format is very straightforward, no gimmicks. You don't need anything which is non-relevant here. Okay. Yes, Archana, we are seeing your LinkedIn right now.
Yeah.
Just tell me one thing. As of this point, I think last time we had discussed it slightly.
Yeah.
You're targeting a role of delivery
Service
manager.
delivery manager. This I have changed, and yeah,
Fantastic.
this part I have changed. Photo I have to change yet.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then I have changed about as well.
Okay. Nice. Very nice. Oh, great. Looks very different now, isn't it?
Yes.
Very good. Okay. What else have you done? What other things?
Actually, I have asked people for endorsement. They haven't given me it. I have sent them ChatGPT link this weekend. I'll work with them because people were busy. So we have decided that this weekend we will work, and I will give them
Okay.
endorsement and they will endorse me.
Okay. Great. Fantastic.
This
Very
part
good.
I have to change yet. Though I have made a little shorter, but I need to work on it a little bit actually.
Right. Right. Yes. Yes. Maybe you'll have to
Yeah,
work
and
with.
right,
Yes.
yeah. I have to remove the skills as well because as you said, a
Yes.
lot of skills are there. I have to work on like
Oh my
this.
God. 100 skills. Over
Yeah.
100 skills. Right.
Actually, this
That's.
got added automatically. I don't know how because with every experience, from every experience, it has pulled actually. So
Yes.
a
Yes.
lot of things are repeated over here.
Absolutely. Yeah. So this is again, there are two things you all should remember as Archana is going through her LinkedIn as well. The idea of declutter. Okay. Please declutter everything which is not required. And I'll say it in two folds, because a lot of your profiles which are there on LinkedIn, or your resumes are there, your CVs are there, it has so many details which are not required. at this point. Just declutter, remove that. Only what's required stays. Keep that as a principle from now on. Now, Archana, let's do one thing. Let's see what jobs you're targeting, right? So just put that keyword in the search window there. Let's see what jobs come up. Service delivery manager. Okay. Okay. So as far as the jobs are concerned, just say see all job results in India or whatever. Even the filter part, if you can just click on jobs, that is okay. Great. Now, Archana, tell me one thing from the left-hand side, because you have all the jobs on the left-hand side. Just find the first one that you feel is the most relevant right now for you. As per what your profile is, as per what your experience is.
I think this first one.
The first one. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you click on that? Okay, you have already clicked. So now, how your profile resume fits this job. See now what they have done with all, AI stuff coming in. They also tell you how you're matching up to the jobs. Worth trying, of course, if any of you wants to try that. Now, there is a huge description of the job which has been given here. First thing, how you can use these AI tools to better your resumes. This entire thing, the entire description can be copied. No? Copy the entire description, put it in a Word file, or you can put it directly to ChatGPT also. Attach your resume to it and just tell ChatGPT, this is a role that I'm targeting, job description as given above. Can you please provide modified version of my resume, which fits this description? Just give that prompt. Let ChatGPT do the work for you. Because there is a long list of things in the job description, you cannot match everything. If you get into the manual exercise of doing it, you will go mad, all of you, which is not going to work for us. 2 or 3 tools you can use, as I keep saying, for all of these things to take effect. One is, of course, ChatGPT. You can use it well. Second is you can use Gemini. Gemini of Google is also very good in doing this. Use Perplexity. Perplexity is also very good in doing this. So try different tools to come up with a version that fits best to this profile. So Archana, if you haven't done this so far, okay, this is probably the first task you can do.
Yeah, actually, I have started that since last week.
Very nice. You're one step ahead. I like that. If you have already started doing
Thanks.
it, very nice. So the idea behind this is, Archana, 2 things can be done. Okay. I'll tell you a 1, 2, 3 step of this process. One is matching your resume to this profile. That is step number 1, which you will do first. Second, now that the first step is over, the second step obviously is going to apply for this job, which is what you will also do. So 1 is done, 2 is done. What is the third step in this, Archana? Can you tell me? Is there a third step?
I think we should follow up, but I have not done that yet.
Forget about follow-ups. Like if you apply for this, right?
Yeah.
So once you applied, there is very little you can do beyond that. But there is something else that can be done. What is that something else? Is there another way to make sure that you are closer to this job?
Usually, I'll try
Reference.
to find out who is hiring manager. Sometimes we get information about hiring manager here, and I'll ping them. But unfortunately, very, very rarely people get back to us. Actually, people don't even notice.
They will never get back to you.
Ah.
Never target the hiring managers of any company.
Okay.
Okay? Never do that. Make sure that you do one thing. Okay, for example, this is Oracle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, if you are on LinkedIn and go to Oracle's LinkedIn page, okay, just Oracle's LinkedIn page, Could be, I don't know if India specific pages are different from the global ones that they have, but I presume there'll be one page usually that they have where you get all the details about the company, isn't it?
Yeah,
Usually
yes.
they tell you about the employees as well. So just to give you a shortcut in this, make sure that you find people who are working in Oracle who are in this location, for example, the location that you're targeting, or location where they have their headquarters, usually. Okay. There are certain people who are not the hiring managers. Never target the hiring managers. Target people who are working there, leading teams. So you can target managers who are leading different teams, or maybe VPs or associate VPs, anyone who holds a higher position in a company. Now, being in their connects is going to help you two ways. One is because they are connected to you, they also have access to your profile, which is good for you. That is one. Second, you're not going to ask them for a job. Please remember this. When I'm saying please connect with them, my target is not asking for a job. My target is to know them first. Okay? They should be a part of your connection because you can have an interaction with them. It is not for a job. Job will automatically happen out of that. The idea of building a profile, or as we are doing the building of resume, the building of resume is one thing because you will build it and you will keep sending it. You will keep applying for different jobs. But the idea of doing or making a profile means staying connected with people who matter the most in the organization. So wherever you feel, whether it is Oracle, whether it is Accenture, whether it is IBM, whether it is any other company that you wish to target, Amazon, for example. Do you know someone in Amazon who could be of good help to you? Then your profile will not just get shortlisted, but there are people in Amazon who can get your profile directly on the table of the people who hire and say, you know what, this is a resume, please have a look at this, arrange an interview for this person. Again, this is something you have to do religiously on a platform like LinkedIn. It is not going to happen otherwise. So applying for jobs and getting a job are two different things. Let us understand that. Applying for jobs is only applying for jobs. You will make a resume, you will probably modify the resume, then you will push it to certain people, they will take a look at it. Done, fine, you have applied. If your resume is good, ATS friendly, get shortlisted, interview happens, you will get a job. Fine. That's a normal process, but a longer process. How do you shorten it? You shorten it via the connections that you have made. How are the connections going to happen? If you do not connect with people, they will never happen. That's the reason I said you all have to work on two things. One is your profile, which is your resume or your CV. The second is your LinkedIn. This is where most of your work has to happen. And for that, it is not just enough to make changes to your profile, which of course I have told all of you. You have to actually make connections. Target companies. It is very easy to do that. For me, I make a list of 10 people I wish to connect with in a month. 10 people. These are the companies, these are the people. And I make sure that I send out connection requests to them. So even if it's Oracle, Accenture, IBM, God knows what, it could be any company that you want. Everyone is there, no, on LinkedIn. And no one refuses a connection. Very few times your connection will get refused. Most times it will be accepted. So trying to apply for a job is a two-way process. One is applying through the platforms using your resumes. The second is making sure that your LinkedIn profiles are aligned with your resume as well. I've spoken about this last time as well, and I'm speaking about it again today. How many of you, I know Archana is doing that very well, and kudos to you, Archana, because you have started work on it. Your profile looks much better now. Your LinkedIn looks much better. So it is good. To all the others who haven't done it so far, I request you to please start doing this. vigorously. Take this as a serious exercise. Otherwise, it is not going to work for you. So, Archana, what are you going to do next now? What is the next process?
Yeah, I have to update this LinkedIn profile.
Correct.
Complete profile I have to update.
What else?
After that, I need to establish connection with people in that company, which companies I'm targeting for or where I have applied.
Correct. There is another thing that you have to do, okay, and which you all should do, by the way. Archana, when was the last time you posted something on LinkedIn?
Actually, I don't post much. Like we can see long back actually.
You haven't posted anything recently?
Recently, no, last year actually I posted about mentoring.
Okay. But you haven't posted anything in recent times, right?
Recent time, no,
No
no.
post.
I think just like congratulations or that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
point number 2 for all of you, all the ladies here, it's very important. The building of your profile doesn't just mean building your resume, as I keep saying. You have to make sure that you post something as well on your profiles. And Archana, by the way,
Yeah.
what I would suggest is, because you're targeting very specific roles, right? Service delivery manager, right?
Yes.
So you know what service delivery managers will do. They do.
Right.
You know their activities.
Yeah.
You know what is required. Always try to make some content around it. There is so much content you can get these days.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you do not get ideas, take ChatGPT's help. Get 10 ideas.
Right.
Post something. Okay. It is very good when people see something that you have done or you have posted. They see that you are absolutely active. The idea of a good profile is a very active profile as well. So for all the others, as much as it is for Archana, because Archana is sharing a screen today, but for all of you, I am very sure most of you are not very active. You're either half active or you're not active at all. In which case, it is not going to help. Share something. If you cannot share anything, share any content that you find interesting. What we call as user-generated content. So someone has shared something, it has a lot of likes. You share it on your profile. It helps. Why not? Recently, if you remember, I think it was sometime last year, I think Mr. Ratan Tata, he passed away. So a lot of people were sharing a lot of things about him. And people shared some beautiful stories, some videos they had shared, some quotes they had shared, some photos they had shared. Now, am I related to Ratan Tata in any way? No, I'm not. But can I share something about him? Yes. What is it showing? It is showing that you are active on a network that you use. If you're only using it to apply for jobs, it doesn't make any sense. The same goes for, you both would be on the Herky platform as well. Last time we discussed it. It is not enough to be on a platform. That is one thing. But using it to build something of your own as a profile makes all the difference to you. So building a profile means building something which is visible to all. So Archana, from now on, and this is for all of you, when you make changes to your LinkedIn, it's complete with all the changes that you do. My suggestion is at least start posting twice a week from now.
Yeah, sure.
And to all of you, this applies. Twice a week, please. Start posting something. Let your expertise be known by people. And as far as your resume is concerned, I think Archana, you can just quickly go back to your resume. You can stop sharing the screen for a bit because we need to go back to the resume format that you have made.
Okay. Yeah. So just a moment.
Yeah, sure. Till Archana is doing that, to all the others, are all the pointers being understood by you today? Then if it's understood, if it's all making sense, then I need to see some changes. The next time we meet for a session, I will urge all of you, I'll give you 2 minutes each to share your resume with me. Share it, let us review it, go through it. If there are any pointers, changes, I will tell you. But make good use of this. Okay? You might just build a very good resume which will be useful for you. Yes, Archana. Now, this is good, Archana. Overall, I think, ladies, this is usually a format that you all should follow. Okay? Summary, skills. One thing you can do, Archana, maybe as a change in this format, the certifications part that you have put.
Yeah.
Right? Skills and then certifications, and then maybe you have put your experience.
Yes.
Correct? So maybe
Yeah.
the certifications can come later. After your skills, let your experience come. Then you can do
Okay.
the certifications.
All right.
Okay, right?
Yeah.
So this will be a correct format for your resume.
You're right. Yeah.
Point number 2, make sure that wherever you feel there is still a lot of clutter in the experience areas, or maybe even the summary, okay, slightly longer. I don't need it to be that long. Maybe I can shorten it. Please make sure that you get a corrected version out of ChatGPT and paste it. Make sure that it is formatted
Right.
correctly.
Yeah.
And number 3, maybe what you can do is find a good layout for the resume. The format is okay, but the layout can be better, right? You will find some good layouts in Word as well. You can find that very well. A lot of templates are there in Word which you can use. If you do not wish to use them, there are a lot of free tools out there. You can just Google free resume builders. You will find a lot of tools which can help you with just the formatting, just the layout. Use them. If
All right.
not,
Yeah.
go to Canva. Make a simple resume out of Canva. Very easy to do that. Let the format remain the same, change the layout. It becomes a little aesthetically better. That helps.
Oh,
But apart from this, don't use any images. Don't use anything else which is distracting. Don't make it stylish. No one likes a stylish resume. It has to be very simple and very straightforward. Usha, do you have a question?
Yes, Omkar.
Yes.
So, on the top of the resume, like the first line, it says the LinkedIn profile, right? The link. So you said resumes will be tailored for, appropriate roles, like separate resumes for separate roles.
Correct.
So what
Correct.
should the LinkedIn profile be? In the sense, the recruiters will be looking for that, right? So will that not be a mismatch?
For as far as your resumes are concerned, okay, you will make slight changes to your resume based on your roles, which is perfectly fine. You have to do that. Okay. Your LinkedIn, I'll tell you where that matches. Your LinkedIn should be more aligned towards your CV. The reason for that is because your LinkedIn is your complete profile. No, it cannot be changed per role. You cannot do that. That is not the optimization that you're going to do. Your LinkedIn profile should be there as a complete guide to your entire experience in life. And hence, your LinkedIn profile should be something that can be treated as a CV, which is online, right? If I go there, I see everything that I want to know about you. It would still have some of the keywords you have in the resume because again, your skills will be matching somewhere, right? So some of the keywords would still be there. It is not going to be a complete mismatch, right? Because if you're, let's say, I'll take Archana's example here. Archana is targeting a service delivery manager's role. There could be certain skills that she has developed maybe within the last 1 year, which would not be there on her LinkedIn, but are there on the resume. That doesn't mean that her LinkedIn becomes irrelevant to anyone. Because LinkedIn is your CV, right? You're comparing it to a CV, and hence it is more detailed. Because you have experience, you have summary, you have skills, you have recommendations, everything is there. So LinkedIn essentially is your CV, and that is where it will be compared to. Resumes are changing because they are very specific to a role. You might make subtle changes to the summaries and experience, to make sure that it gets shortlisted. So both have a different purpose. Comparisons will be made, but they'll be compared to your CV because it's a detailed version of it. So it's the CV and LinkedIn. Resumes are interchangeable. Okay, I hope
you.
I was able to answer. what
Sure,
you are-
and I have a question.
Yes.
I mean, I don't have much professional experience. I mean, I have very less experience, and the rest of
Okay.
the time, it's a big break for me. So
Okay.
assuming I'm going to include my projects on GitHub or something. So
Okay.
will it come under this professional experience or like, where do I tag?
Projects as in what you have done.
Like in the sense, whatever projects that I have done and I'm having it in my GitHub or something. So will
You-
where will that part fit in this?
In the resume, right? You're
Yes.
asking in the resume.
Yes.
Okay. So again, let's do one thing. I think you would have a copy of your resume, right? Do you have a copy of your resume?
And not right now. Yes. Otherwise, I would have shared it.
So I think the first thing you have to do is create one first.
Sure.
I'll be able to give you pointers when I see it.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. So create one first. You have seen the format now. I want you to create a good resume first.
Okay.
Create it, include details in whichever way you feel comfortable first. Then the changes can be made to it. But remember that the format is something similar to what we are seeing on screen.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay. Doesn't matter. See, your resume can be one page for all I care. It doesn't matter if it's only one page. But it has to be good one page. So projects, okay, you have done some projects, whatever it is, try to make sure that you include them in such a way that they are making an impact.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Create
thank
one
you.
first and then let's see. Maybe in the next session you can share it with us.
Okay. Okay. Omkar,
Let us take a look.
Sure.
Fine. Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. So, Archana, these are again few pointers that I've given you. I hope that you will improve this version of your resume.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
To all
Thank
the
you.
others who have seen this, the format that Archana has followed is a good format to follow. So that's point number one for all of you. Follow the same format. Structurally, you can make some changes. So like I told Archana, you know what? Your certifications can go after your experience. Fair enough. Do that. Make sure that you're making it more easy to follow. Is everyone aware of something called as the F rule? Who has heard of it? I know very few people hear of it, but I'll tell you how we hear it or how I know it. But does anyone know of the F rule? No. Okay. I'll tell you what it is. The F rule is generally when people read something, okay, what is the format we follow? This and then this, correct? So we start here and then we do this.
Can I
We
stop
read like
sharing?
this. Sorry?
Can I stop sharing? I'm not
Yeah, you
able.
can stop sharing, no
Yeah.
problem. You can stop sharing. The F rule is, this is a line and then I do this, right? So I start from here, I keep reading like this. So it always goes in F format. This concept we follow in design. I'll tell you why I apply this here. The reason I apply it here is, the idea of the F rule is the most important information should be first. The most important information should be first in any document. So if it's your resume, then all your keywords, your summary, your experience, within all of that, your keywords should be the most relevant and should come first. So if it's like this, while I'm skimming it, while I'm reading it, I should see everything immediately. Because most systems are going to skim your resumes. They are not going to read them. Don't bank on the fact that the systems will read your resume. No system is going to read it. They will skim it. They will scan it. And in scan, what comes up? Whatever keywords are there, it will keep catching them. Then what the system is told, okay, you know what? Within the job description, we have 15 keywords. If the resume matches 12 keywords, shortlist. Now it's easy. So 15 keywords, 12 keywords, match. 15 keywords, 10 keywords, no match. 15 keywords, 8 keywords, no match. 15, 15, perfect match. So systems are always skimming your profiles. They are never reading them. Your profiles are only read by humans. So ideally, when the ATS has scanned your resume, it has seen everything, your resume gets shortlisted, then it will go to an actual human who is the hiring manager. Then that person will see, okay, nice, good resume, everything is there in order. Then let's call for an interview. That is how the process works these days. Most of us, unfortunately, we lose touch. I can understand. I know all of you or most of you who have been on a break in their careers. Usually when there is a break, you lose touch with a lot of things around you. And by the time everything has changed, no, everything is changing by that time. So to get back in touch, always make best use of technology. That's the best thing you can do. If you're confused about something, go to ChatGPT, ask, find out, Google something, do your research. It's all open, no? The internet is so open these days, everything is available. Make sure that you're always attentive about these things. 2 or 3 things I'll repeat so that we all are on the same page today. First things first, your resume is different from your CV. They are not the same. CV is your detailed version of collective professional experience that you have. Resume is interchangeable as per what roles you are targeting. Point number 2. Point number 3, you have to make sure that your profile that you're building, whether it's your resume or your CV, whatever it is, aligns with what you show on social media. For example, LinkedIn. You have to know that same experience applies there also, but your social media has to be active. Point number 3, always go to the job that you are targeting, take the job description, put it into ChatGPT, attach your resume, see if you are matching in terms of the keywords which are there in the job description versus what is there in your resume. If a lot of the things match, apply for that job. If they do not match, please do not apply for the job. Don't randomly apply for jobs. It doesn't help. In fact, it does the opposite. You know what happens? When you randomly apply for jobs, left, right, and center you are applying, you keep getting rejected every day. It probably demotivates you a lot. You know what is happening? I'm not getting any responses because you're applying to the wrong jobs, my dear friends. Apply to the right jobs. There are a few jobs which are right, very, very close to your profiles. Everything matches. Go ahead and apply for that job. But don't stop there. Applying for jobs is one thing. Don't stop there. Go on LinkedIn, go to the company's page, see what updates they have put. If someone is posting those updates, if he or she is an active member in that company, please connect with that person. You never know, that person can help you with your job requirements. But don't directly ask for a job. Some of this, of course, I'll teach you in the networking strategies, which is a session which will also come up. So I don't want to get into that right now. But make sure that you know there is a technique to find a job. And it is not completely based on just your profiles. Your profiles, your resumes are a part of it. Is everything understood? Whatever I have told you today. Can I see it applied in your resumes, CVs, LinkedIn profiles? Because otherwise, thank you for all the thumbs ups which have come up. Because if you are not going to do it, then it's of no use. Unfortunately, this is a way in which you can get jobs quicker. If you're not strong in all of these areas, very difficult to find a job these days. We are already struggling. A lot of us are struggling to find jobs. Several reasons for it, but it is not that jobs are not there. Unfortunately, we don't target them well. So somewhere there is a mismatch between what we are doing and what they demand. So let's all be on the same page. Okay, right? Any questions for today before I end the session? Any questions anyone has? anything that you haven't understood so far? Again, difference between being happy and sad at the same time. If no one is asking a question, okay, just as I was saying that. Yes, Mohana, you have a question? Go on.
Actually, I'm trying for a career switch. So
Your voice is very low somehow. I'm not able to hear you.
can you hear me?
Better. Yes, go
Yeah,
on.
okay. Actually, I'm trying for a career switch actually.
Okay.
I don't have experience in IT, but
Okay.
I'm looking for IT job.
Okay.
So I cannot apply as a fresher. I cannot apply as a experienced too. So how can I manage it?
You have you built your resume? Is it
I
ready?
mean, after today, I will definitely do.
Please.
Yes.
Because until I see what your profile looks like,
Mm-hmm.
this is a question I cannot help you with. I need to see what your profile is.
Okay.
Okay. Then I can tell you how you can do this.
Yeah, sure.
Where you can apply, how you can apply, what are the possibilities that you have in all of
Okay.
this, right?
Yeah.
Because if you do not have a resume itself,
Mhm.
then we have not made a start in all
Yeah.
of this.
Okay.
Maybe
I
now is
don't-
the time to make
I
a
never,
start.
sorry for interrupting. I never tailor my resume and send it. I'll just, whatever I have, I'll just apply it. But I didn't get any interview because I was wondering what happened like that.
Okay, okay. So maybe looking at that will help me, right?
Okay.
Just make a resume first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I can tell you where and how this can be
I
taken.
mean, can I share what I have now?
You can, yes, you can share it. If you have something like just prepared, you can share it.
Okay.
We can take a look at it.
Yeah, just a minute.
Yeah.
Mhm. Can you see?
Okay. Yes, I can see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Work and create a dynamic environment. Okay, I need opportunity to explore my knowledge and okay. Summary, programming experience, right? Key technical skills. You can keep scrolling, by the way. Okay. Right. So effectively, your from what I see in your technical skills, right?
Mhm.
You have this lot of the languages which are there, isn't it? That those
Yeah.
are probably your key skills at this point.
Yes,
Okay.
that's it. After that, maybe personal details.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you do any kind of reskilling in recent times, Mohana?
I mean, past 2 years, I did a few courses in nearby centers.
Courses as in what exactly?
Python, I mean, full stack kind of thing.
Okay.
They promised me we will get you a job, and so I just as soon as I hear it, I just joined.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
past 2 years. Yeah,
okay. So you did the courses or you did some of that earlier.
yeah.
Okay. Again, are you also active on LinkedIn? You're there, you have a profile.
Yeah, I have a profile for applying only. I'm using it for now.
Okay.
Maybe from this time, I'll post a few things weekly, twice, and I'll do stuffs.
There are two things that I'll need from you. Maybe uh, first of all, first things first, I would suggest, Mohana.
Okay.
Have you connected with me on LinkedIn as well?
Yes.
You have, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing maybe a request from you. So
Yes.
I'm thinking you have connected with me.
Yes.
So if you have connected, then see, this is a problem, isn't it?
Mm.
Because I'm teaching you communication, I can tell you this by being
Okay.
slightly assertive with you.
Mm-hmm.
If you have been in touch with me, then you have to ask me something. This is your opportunity, isn't it?
Okay.
You're not making use of that.
Mm-hmm.
Make use of the opportunity. You should ask me,
Okay.
which some of the ladies have actually done, which is good. They have pinged me, they have asked me, this is my profile, what can I do for this?
Okay.
How can you help me? This is a good opportunity for you to take some help, right?
Yes.
instead of doing this, of course, it's good that you have shared it here. I'm very happy that you have done this.
Mm-hmm.
But make sure that you ping and ask me what to do in this.
Sure. I
You can take a
actually,
look at your LinkedIn profile as well. I can suggest a few changes to you.
sure, sir.
Apply them. Maybe there are a few things I'll tell you about your resume as well.
Mm-hmm.
Please start applying those changes.
Yeah.
Then things will be better, right? That's the reason
Mm-hmm.
things don't work. What happens is a lot of times it's not essentially a fault, I am saying. It's just a mindset that we have sometimes.
Okay.
We don't necessarily focus on what we have to change because we are comfortable where we are, fortunately or unfortunately. First thing is you have to leave your comfort zone for it. The more I see you on LinkedIn or making changes here, doing something to make sure that you are always out there,
Okay.
then people are interested to offer you something, isn't it?
Sure.
For you, with all the whatever you have done or whatever you have learned in recent times, I can make a few suggestions to you. You can ping me separately.
Okay.
I'll make a few suggestions in terms of how you can do this.
Sure.
That will help you.
Yeah.
Okay. But of course, you will need to change this profile as well. I mean, not just the
Yeah.
LinkedIn one, this one as well.
Resume, yeah. I
Okay.
will do.
Please change it. Let's have a format similar to what Archana has done.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that there is a proper set layout for it.
Okay.
And then maybe you can share it with me. I could give you a few pointers on it.
Sure.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll
No
stop
problem.
sharing.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
So this is what you all should also do, ladies. I think very important to be done. If at all you're connected with me, if you want to make use of it, make sure that you send something out, interact, send out a message. It always helps because it will give me an opportunity to look at something, maybe give you a few pointers, and it can sometimes help you to build a better profile. Anyone else has any questions? It's 12:33 now, so I won't take much extra time. I think Varsha is already there. So Varsha, I think we are done for today. I hope that I was able to put a few things in everyone's mind in terms of the resume, CVs, and all put together. Let's hope we'll see some changes.
Yeah.
Sir, Omkar sir, one question.
Yes.
So you were saying
Radha, yes.
CV, yes, CV is like a detailed profile of our work, and resume. Say, suppose I generate a resume for for a particular job, by giving the JD. What happens is it is not showing my latest workplace.
It
it
is
clear?
not. Sorry, I didn't get the last part.
It's not very clear. Can
Your
you
voice is a little off.
maybe you can
Because headset it is not clearly.
Can you do one thing, Sharda? Can you actually type it out
Yeah.
if it is possible for you in the chat window?
Yeah, I'll do that.
You can do that so that I'll at least get a context of what you're asking because voice is a little off. As Sharda is doing that or typing it out in the chat window, for all the others with whatever we have discussed today, the updation of the resume that you have to do, let's all keep a target for it first. So it shouldn't be that you have heard it today and then it goes like next 2 weeks, next 3 weeks, next 1 month to do it. No, let's have a target. You all can keep a target. Today is probably the 4th of April. So if we keep a target of like 8 days, 10 days to do it, you can still update it very quickly. So make sure that your profiles are updated with whatever you are applying for. It has to be very clear. If there is a specific role in mind, start tuning your resumes towards that. Okay, I think I've got something from Sarda. Okay. Yes. Okay. So yes, Sarda, CV is your entire profile, your entire set of experience, whatever you have till date. So it's a detailed version of your resume. Let us call it that for starters. Resume is very relevant to what roles you're targeting. So if, let's say, for example, again, I'm saying, for example, you're targeting a role of a data scientist. So what are the skill sets which are matching towards a profile of data scientists? Do I have that in my resume? If not, you can optimize that. So essentially, your CV will remain a detailed version and it will be optimized maybe once in 3 months, once in 4 months, if you wish to add any details to it. But overall, it will remain the same. Your resume will go through changes more often. So resumes can change every 2 months, resumes can change every 1 month also, depending on the kind of role you're targeting. So detailed version, CV, shortened version and relevant version, resume. That's it. I hope I was able to answer it. Okay, I was in IT right now teaching. Is it why ChatGPT is removing my latest company from a resume in IT job? So if relevance is becoming a problem, Sharada, then it is going to happen because you're teaching right now, correct? And you want to tune it to IT. So again, two very different sectors which are there, and that creates a problem. So what I would suggest is try to include only the experience that you have so far, which is in IT, whatever experience you might have in IT, and then you can try for a job in it because then it will make it relevant. Having teaching experience in a resume to apply for an IT job is not going to make it relevant. So I think that is a change you will have to make. Otherwise, very difficult to do that. So I think that's the part you will have to look at. Make it relevant. Relevancy is what. So huge gap is fine, Sharda. We are all have gaps here, right? That is something we all do. But because you have had a gap, right? Even if it's a huge gap, now that is not going to be filled by anything else. No, you can maybe write in your resume that while I was, let's say, not in IT as such, I was not doing the IT thing. I was still working in the teaching field, but don't make it relevant to teaching is what I'm saying. You can include that I work, let's say I did XYZ number of years work as a teacher. You can still have that in your resume, but don't add details of everything in the resume. That will make it irrelevant. The keywords, the summary, the experience should be directed towards IT. The mention of teaching experience is okay in a resume. That is fine. But don't add details of it. So don't start adding sentences of what you did in teaching. That is not going to help, right? So how you fill gaps is probably this way of doing or filling out the gaps. Maybe that helps with what you're asking. Okay, great, fantastic. So I think Varsha, if you are there, I think I have tried to answer all the questions for today. I think we are done. We'll stop here for this session.
Yeah. Thank you, Omkar.
Thank you.
I think again we touched, I mean, in the session, I think you touched upon quite a few important points. I think just my suggestion, Omkar, for next
Yes.
time, maybe if there are any stories that you have come across or examples that you've heard from others where they've successfully returned back to work using all the things. I'm sure you have a lot of such examples.
Yes.
One or
yes.
two, if you can share that also would be great.
That will come up in a session where I think we are going to discuss.
Okay.
Even the networking bit, I believe, is going to come up in a session, right?
Yeah.
Networking
Networking
strategies
correct.
comes up as one of the sessions, right? So I will share some of these stories with, of course, I will share some of the stories that I have.
Okay.
The reason is because maybe, as you said, it will help them understand how this can actually be done. But for that, I think the networking part is critical here.
Correct. Yeah.
Of course, the resume building and everything else is part of the process. We are doing it. But I think that those stories will make more sense when we discuss the networking part.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Then
think you
I
had
think
that planned for later. So
yeah. That is planned. Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
okay, great. And thank you, ladies, again.
Thank you.
Always, I think these sessions are getting better because there's a lot of interaction. I'm really saying this in the last couple of cohorts, I haven't seen such interaction. So I really appreciate you opening up.
Kudos to all of you for
Yes,
doing that.
everybody.
All ladies. Yes.
Starting with you, Omkar, and to, of course, all the ladies. Feel free, like always, Omkar is very encouraging about opening up, being on video, and this is the reality. Once you find a job, you will face all of these scenarios that we are discussing. So
And for starters, for the first time, I think Usha gave a heart, which is I've never got a heart from anyone so far. So Usha, thank you very much for making my day better slightly with all the thumbs ups and everything that I keep getting. So something
Thank you,
different
Omkar.
and whatever makes it better. Yeah, Varsha, that's it. That's it for today.
Definitely. Omkar, and thank you for being so encouraging. That is the differentiation between coaches as well when you are on the side of people who are working so hard.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much,
Thank you very
everybody. And we will meet next week. I will
Yeah,
share the details about the next session. Everyone have a nice weekend and see you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Have a nice weekend, everyone. Bye bye. Take care.
Nice weekend.
Thank you, Omkar.
Bye.
Thank you.